Hey, what's up, Liron here. Wanted to share with you this quick spotlight on this painting I just finished. This lovely Ford truck. This is F350, if I'm not mistaken. Took me a while to find the exact model because I don't always see it in the photo I take, and I don't know much about cars, funny enough, in terms of models and things of that nature. I just know I love painting them. The reason I'm sharing this with you, the message is pretty much the same as it has always been. Don't be in a rush to give up on a painting, because where I was with this one, believe it or not, about 85% into this process, I was sure I did not get it right. I completely messed it up. I missed the essence of the scene, and it's just not true. So I'm going to give you just a bit of a window into the process. I don't have photos or anything like that, but what I basically did was start from the car and worked my way around it, and then started adding the background and adding details. Now, here's a more precise picture of what happened. So I finished, again, around 70-80% of it, and then things were off. So these shadows were way too dark. These shadows weren't dark enough. The temperatures were off. So if you look at this side, for example, you see it's a little warmer, whereas this side's a little darker. Here we have a bit of a reflected cool light. All of these details, everything was off, but the main shapes of the shadows were okay. So what happened was, and let me show you a bit up close, is I just decided I'm going to continue fixing this and making whatever necessary changes that this requires. And this involved a lot of using opaque paint and mixing it with non-opaque paint, with transparent paint. And you can see this, by the way, on my palette. I wanted to leave it as authentic as it was. Oops. Dropped a brush, as authentic as it was. So you see here by the way these mixes look at how this color, which is lighter than this one, is really showing, right? There's no transparency because I used a lot of opaque paint to be accurate to, right? Designer's gouache, which I like to use. And then John Brilliant. This is a watercolor. This is actually a gouache. And I just added them in and mixed them with the blues and with the yellows, and slowly took this painting from something that I felt like was not it, and turned it into something that it was. And so all the last 15% of this painting is what made it look good. If you look here closely, this was way too dark, and I just glazed over it with opaque paint. It was as dark as this. And I just slowly but surely made these changes, added a logo. People asked about the logo. This was done with opaque paint as well. So nothing really changed. The message is pretty much the same. Don't be in a rush to give up on a painting, and do whatever you can. You know, if you can use opaque paint, don't shy away from it. If you can, I like to not limit myself to one form of doing things, but rather think about the end result I'm after and what process will call for it. And try and find, if you can, in the middle of the process, something at least that you like about it, because that can help you push through. For example, for me, it was these beautiful orangey lights on top there, and this bit of an orangey yellow light down here. These were all factors that helped me, okay, push through it. I've done this so many times that I'm fully aware of that illusion of me feeling like it's off, where actually it's looking pretty good and developing pretty nicely. So just my 2 cents again. Do with it what you will, but just don't be in a rush to give up, right? If you hate something and you absolutely must move forward, whatever, do you. But very often we're under a serious illusion. But in any case, very happy with how this one turned out, and I hope you enjoyed this quick painting spotlight. With that, we'll wrap it up. If you want to learn how to paint like me, be sure to check out the links below for my frustration-free watercolor course or my watercolor realism course, which is going to be a little more similar to this one, to this end result. I want to thank everyone who supports me over on Patreon. Until the next time, take care.